The long-awaited superhero blockbuster has finally arrived, folks, with the Avengers returning on the big screen yet again, only this time, they aren't really battling a common enemy, they're battling one another. Welcome to my official Captain America Civil War non-spoiler movie review, guys. This will be part 1 of 2. The official spoiler-filled review will be going up very shortly after this, with loads of juicy details that'll shock and amaze you as it did me. Now, I'll be quite honest here, being that we are following the events of Winter Soldier and Age of Ultron in this film, it's more likely than not that this conflict between the broken family of the Avengers probably won't be resolved until the upcoming 2-part Avengers movies, with the Russo brothers, of course, directing them, so I'll just leave it at that. Now, this movie is centered around both Steve Rogers and Tony Stark, both Iron Man and Captain America, having alternate viewpoints on government standards. Both characters were ultimately portrayed as both antagonists and protagonists in their own little ways, shapes, and forms. Now, the movie as a whole, at least to me personally, was a great relief after the disappointment that was Age of Ultron, with a very well-written script that will definitely tie in with the Avengers Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2 indefinitely. Now, to sum it all up, the world is holding the Avengers accountable for the destruction of cities and nations, while Captain America is against the idea of being governed by the United Nations, as he knows firsthand just what went down last time with Hydra disguising itself as S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, I felt it was very difficult to focus on the action scenes during this movie, only due to the fact that there was so much to see with only seconds to take in. Granted, the moments were intense as a whole, which didn't take away from the movie, but it only gave you a few seconds to soak in before we quickly pan into the next sequence now, but that did not take away from the complexity of the story at all. Now, the movie was a roller coaster from start to finish, in my opinion, thrilling in many ways, with amazing fight scenes. I would say the best fighting we've seen within a superhero movie to date. The action scenes and the pairing of characters was simply spectacular. Black Panther versus Captain America, Iron Man versus Ant-Man, Vision versus Scarlett Witch, Winter Soldier versus War Machine, Captain America versus Iron Man, Hawkeye versus Falcon, Black Widow versus Hawkeye, Spiderman versus Captain America. It was visually amazing in every way, shape, or form. Seeing all the characters shine during this movie is what made me personally smile. Now, Civil War deepens and expands the already established story and elaborates more on the relationships between the heroes. Now, prior to fighting the Mad Titan Thanos in Infinity Wars, the movie shows us a side of the Avengers that, quite frankly, we haven't seen before, which needs to be told, in my opinion, in order for the characters to establish a better relationship going into fighting Thanos. Now, Downey and Evans made the movie more believable due to their egos reflecting in their characters, as they both outdid themselves in this movie, in my personal opinion. But of course, I'm curious as to how they're going to get along in the Avengers Infinity Wars, but judging based on what happened in this movie, one can only imagine. Now, one of my personal favorite moments was the airport battle, in which you guys will see for yourselves once you go watch the film. Although some are torn apart between this and Captain America Winter Soldier due to Winter Soldier's amazing plot in the second Captain America film, the visuals in this film were just amazing. The CGI was excellent, as does Marvel in every way, shape, or form. They outdid themselves, and I would have to say that this movie did a lot better in terms of story development, in terms of character development, than we saw in Age of Ultron. Now, Civil War maintains a sense of humanity, but it also has lots of comedy to add as well, which kind of made the movie that much better, in my opinion, of course. Now, it's unnecessary to choose sides, I believe, because as reasonable as Tony may have seemed in the film about wanting government to oversee preparations on what Captain America and his team are doing, this is obviously Captain America's movie at the end of the day. Therefore, his is the more compelling argument, and you will see that once you see the movie in progress in its 2.5-hour showing. But what did you guys think about the film as a whole? Did you guys enjoy the movie? Did you guys hate the movie? If, of course, you had to compare this to its competitor, Batman v Superman, how would you guys compare it, and which movie would you guys say was better? And what are your overall thoughts going into the next Avengers film? Comment down below and let me know, guys. Again, this movie was spectacular. Out of 10 stars, personally, for me, I would give this film a 9 out of 10 stars. It was a spectacular showing, which I believe will definitely lead into something a lot bigger in the future to come. But what are your overall thoughts to this movie? Comment down below and let me know, guys. Once again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe. That way you guys don't miss a single video update of Marvel and or DC, all comic book stuff related. If you guys enjoyed the review, don't forget to smash that like button. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Tune in for more. Help share the video, guys, to help support the channel. And I will be seeing you guys in my spoiler review. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.